Hello fellow sufferers, which is to say fellow humans. Can I just have a very quick word about the pressure some of you feel to process your emotions immediately after a big shock? So I think I know what's happened, right? This plethora of self-help information, therapy speak everywhere, people like me talking about the importance of feeling your feelings. It makes sense that you think, I have to do this straight away. But that's not quite how it works. So let's use the analogy of a marathon. If you had just run a marathon, right, and you cross the line, there's a whole lot of stuff that's happening, right? Your muscles are damaged and breaking down. Your electrolytes are all over the place. Your inflammatory markers are sky high. And what you need to do is sit down and have a recovery drink. But what some of you are doing emotionally, the equivalent of, is crossing the line and saying, all right, now I'm going to pop out and do a big shop and also mow the lawn and then do a HIIT class. There's this idea that you have to start doing work, the work of recovery, straight away. And that's simply not how it works. So when you've had a big emotional shock, if you've had a heartbreak, if your partner of 2 years has dumped you by text, you've just crossed an emotional finishing line of a marathon, right? And your body and brain, your psyche, have to work out what the hell is going on. Where is the damage? What is the reorganization that needs to happen? And what do I need to help me recover? And in that space between crossing the line and working out exactly what you need to feel better and start recovery, in that gap, you're going to feel a little bit shit. And so I really want you to kind of get on board with the idea that you will feel a bit shit for a bit. If you feel very, very shit and, it feels incredibly bleak, of course, I want you to seek help, speak to someone. But feeling bad immediately after a big shock, that is the part of the psychic work that we kind of have to bear for a little bit. Now, we can absolutely talk about the tools you need to help bear it and hold on to it, but we need to kind of give your brain, your psyche, a little bit of time to work out exactly what you need to feel better. And you can't do that if you're doing a big shop, mowing the lawn and doing a HIIT class. So I just want to invite you to slow down a little bit, understand that a big psychic shock is the equivalent of a big physical shock, and your brain and body will just need a little bit of time to work out what you need to feel better.